All right, guys, we need to talk about this whole weight loss thing on carnivore or keto, or should we do keto carnivore to lose weight? Can it happen right now? Hey everyone, so we just did a live, the Greek guy and I, and some questions came up about weight loss, and I'm always surprised that they still do, because you have to consider your existing health. Are you metabolically flexible or are you rigid? What that means is, do you have high blood sugar? What's your insulin like? What's your sex hormones like? These things matter. Do you have any leptin resistance? Do you have high glucose? What's your A1C? All of these subjects are very important. Now, if you've got leaky gut, and that's why you're doing carnivore, you probably have, if you're doing carnivore, you probably have leaky gut, which means you're malabsorptive. If you're malabsorptive, you might have issues with your thyroid. You might have hypoglycemia. And these things and these conditions are all metabolically inflexible. Inflexible? Hello, speak English much? Do you, Greek guy?
Me?
Yeah.
Speak English? Not very well.
Not very well.
I come from Greece. I don't know.
Yes, yes. So essentially, please don't do carnivore to lose weight, because you won't. Most people who do standard carnivore with 2 pounds of beef, they end up gaining weight. Why? Because they're exacerbating their thyroid that's already low T3. When the thyroid is not making enough T3 to get into the blood to reach the cell receptor, you're tired, you're unmotivated, you don't sleep well. And the body wants to hold on to fat because the thyroid turns the dial down in your metabolism to spare energy. You're not gonna expel energy when the body is under a lot of stress. So if you're eating a lot of meat, you're not getting in enough stored glycogen. This is the gas tank of your freaking muscle, in the muscle. And when you drop your carbohydrates out and your sugars and your sweet fructose, then that glycogen storage goes way down in the muscle. And then you have the two options. You either try to be ketotic, or you reintroduce those carbs back to avoid a broken metabolism, essentially. Metabolic inflexibility. That's the problem. You guys don't look at it that way. You're just going, okay, I don't eat much fat, and I eat 2 pounds of meat, and I eat 1 meal a day. Why aren't I getting shredded and lean and muscular? Well, because you're not ketotic. So that means that your body's got to go into the body factory and make glucose out of your muscle, out of your skin. That's why people get crepey elbows and hands and knees and the neck. And I was talking that was vestibular bands. I forgot the name of them, but all these things start happening when you fast, because the body has to go and find proteins from your bone marrow anywhere to feed the fledgling brain. That's why ketosis is the whole shite. You want to drop your insulin. You want to become insulin sensitive using ketones. Don't do carnivore without making it a ketotic version. You might be doing carnivore and you don't get enough magnesium. You don't get enough potassium in, right? Because you're just eating steak. This will offset the communication between cells, and then thyroid issues start happening. You can't lose weight that way. The only way to lose weight is to get your hormones regulated by not going through pregnenolone steal, but getting that insulin sensitive, getting that A1C down, getting great sleep, completely working out to the level of your adrenal function, getting the adrenals to functioning, tightening the wall, eating every couple of hours. If you have hypoglycemia, don't fast. Don't fast. Don't do carnivore with coffee. Don't do carnivore with nuts. I can't. If you're going to have any plant, have an avocado if you don't have an allergy. This is just a quick video. I will talk more about how you drop fat by being ketotic while being carnivore. Right? eat a lot of fat. If you don't have high glucose and high insulin and high A1C, you're not going to store fat, guys. Your body's going to take that fat that you eat, convert it into ketones. Your body's going to learn how to make ketones while you sleep, and you're going to wake up lean and shredded, eating a lot of fat, over 200 grams of fat a day, but lowering that protein. Too much protein goes into gluconeogenesis. Your body can only use about 22 grams of total protein a day because the body can't eat, break down caloric acid, peptides, enzymes, break down, and slowly partition it off so you can use that as energy. And don't use 2 pounds of beef to get glucose from, because it's not enough to restore glycogen. It fucks up your metabolism, and that's why people end up eating 2 pounds of beef and eating 1 meal a day to try to keep the weight down, and then their hair starts falling out, and they start having thyroid issues and tinnitus of the fingers and of the ears and Raynaud's disorder of the fingertips. If you guys want to learn more when I'm not being a spaz, because the Greek guy's like, I'm hungry, go to stephanieperson.com to book a consultation or join my course page, or Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page for free content. You can also get great glandulars at Ancestral Supplements, especially Heal That Gut Wall with colostrum, or your histamine with thymus or kidney. And there's my IG, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, and my Facebook, Stephanie the Business Person, or stephanieperson.com. And we're out. Bye, guys.